Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to discuss about the Solanaceae family and echelon number 9.5.1. We have to describe the vegetative and reproductive characters and along with the economic importance. So Solanaceae family, you will see here that it contains the 19 genera and about 2000 species. In Pakistan, 14 genera and 52 species are yet reported, and the greatest number of the genera of this family is located inside the Central and South America. 40 genera are present, and here are the few examples of this family's plants along with their common name. So we have described its habit of this plant, and the habit of this plant is herbs, shrubs, tree, and the liana vines. Herbs are soft herbaceous plants. You can see the soft wood with the green in color, and the shrubs have the several main stem. You will see here in this picture, and are sometimes short stem. And tree has the main trunk, which is a thick and woody, and vines and liana has a soft weakened stem, also known as climber plants. They have sometimes woody texture to climb on the walls along with the support. Here the stem of this plant, you will see the small hairs white in structure. The stem of this Solanaceae family's plants are the green color, it means herbaceous in nature, and these hairs known as the trichomes. And some of the species of this family's plants are the glabrous, means they have the smooth stem. Sometimes some of the species have the tubers, means the underground stem, which are thick in part, which contain the reserve material. And also we are taking example of potato, and we see the leaves. The leaves are the simple. This is simple single lamina. The leaves are not divided, and also known as a single leaf blade. It is the X stipulate, means it is without stipule, and that petiolate, it has the petiole. You can see the leaf stalk, which help to connect the leaf with the branch. And some of the leaves are the sessile. Sessile means without petiole. They do not have like this one stalk. So they have the sheath. This one is a sheath which is connected one side with the leaf, and another other side is connected with the stem where from this leaf arise. Now look at, if you see the influences, we will find out three type of influences: auxiliary cyme, helicoid, and umbellate cyme. In auxiliary cyme, you see this is a mostly single flower which is present at the base of the petiole on the mature leaf. It means these mature leaf give rise one or more than one flower, so we call them as auxiliary, any terminal or top of. And the other is the helicoid cyme. It's an arrangement of the cyme flower in which the axis curved. Now this is the axis which influences, axis is curved, and the flowers are arranged at only one side. Now this side is empty, and this side contains the flower. Some of the arrangement is umbellate cyme. The number of short flowers or stalk is spread from one common point. You can see in this picture, this is the main influence stalk. Now this main influence stalk at this point, it give rise the small flowers with the small pedicel, and there's a bunch of the flower at the main point. We call them the umbellate. The simple umbel is also present, and complex is also present. So you can see the flowers. Flowers are bisexual. Both sexes are present, male and female. It's actinomorphic. It means the flower can be divided into the equal halves from its symmetry is actinomorphic. And you can see this one is a flower is no example of the actinomorphic, and also known as the actinomorphic is also regular. It means actinomorphic flower is also known as a regular flower, and it's a weakly zygomorphic. Some of the flower symmetry which cannot be divided into the equal parts. Okay, they are the bracteates. Bracteate also present. We call them as the bracteate, or the highly reduced leaves, or the modified leaves. It is also present around the flower to protect them. Some of them are the green color, some of them are the colorful. And flower is the hypogynous. Hypogynous, that flower, it means that flower in which the sepal, petals, and stamen are the situated or attached below the ovary, and ovary is free from hypanthium. We will see in the next picture. And now we have to describe the 4 floral characters. Now you'll see there's a calyx, the term used for the collection of the sepals, green leaves of the flower. There are the 5 united sepals are present. Now you'll see these are the sepals which are connected, they are united, rotate from with another. Now you'll see in this brinjal, this is the fruit of the brinjal, eggplant, and now here these are the sepals which are connected with one another. Completely they are fused with one another. And the another term is used persistent. Persistent means the sepals are smaller than petals. You see these are the petals and these are sepals. Now look at the size of the petals is larger than these sepals, so the term currently used persistent. And the second whorl of this flower is corolla. The term corolla is referred to for the collection of the petals. There are the 5 petals in this flower, and these 5 petals are united. Now you can see these are the united, they are the wheel shaped and circular, means the corolla is a rotate. They are combined to one another and they are rotated in structure wheel like, and you will see in this picture. And tubular means round and hollow. Internally they are the hollow and they are the rounded. So the term for this as the corolla are the rotate and they are the united. Now we have discussed about the third whorl of this flower is the androecium. Androecium, the term is used for the number of the male part of the stamen inside the flower. There are the 5 stamen in each flower, and they have the unequal filaments. Filaments we call them as the stalk of the female male part. Stalk of the male part which is connected with the anther. The term also used the diadenomous. It means the stamens of unequal length. Now you will see here there are 3 stamens large in size, 2 stamens are small in size. Diadenomous word is also used for the 4 or the 6 stamen, where the 4 are long and 2 are the small, or maybe 2 are the long and 4 are the small. This diadenomous word is completely used for the unequal stamen length. Anther are divided by the false septa. You will see here there's the anther of the Dhatura alba, thorn apple, and this wall divide these 2 lobes of the anther. Now there's a gynoecium, the term used for the female part carpel or the pistil. So they are the 2 compound pistils. It means that the 2 carpels are present, but they are partially or completely joined with one another. And the ovary is the superior, because we have already discussed that the flower is hypogynous. It means the flower has a sepal peristamen below the ovary, and the ovary is a bilocular. It means it contains 2 chambers. Now in this picture you will see the whole space, the hollow space between the ovary is known as the chamber or the locule. Locule means whole is hollow space, and it contains the 2 locules, and stigma is a lobe shape. And if we'll see the arrangement of this placenta and ovules inside the ovary, there's a axial type of placenta. It means carpel folded inward and the ovules along the central axis. Now you'll see this is the tomato plant, and you'll see here there's a central axis. It means this one is ovary and this one is also the ovary. These 2 ovaries fused inward towards the central axis, and the central axis bear the placenta which give rise the ovules. There are the numerous ovules, many ovules are present inside this ovary. It means this when you cut the tomato, you will find this central axis. Now central axis, this is central axis which bear the placenta. Another example is the capsicum anum, red chili. When you cut the red chili, you will find out here the 2 space, 2 locule, this one and this one. This is bilocular, and this is septa. Central point we can say the capsian glands. These glands contain the seeds and placenta, which is in the center. And now next is the fruit. There are the 2 type of fruit present inside the Solanaceae family. One is the berry type. Berry type is a simple fruit, fleshy fruit, have the many seeds, just like the banana, grapes, and tomato. And capsule, another type of the seeds are there. dry fruit that open when ripe. Dehiscent syncarpous ovary. The capsule yani ke, now you can see this is the septum or the wall, and when they open they release their seed into the environment. They are not the fleshy. As we'll say example that when these pores open their seed fall on the earth. But when the berry fruit ripe, first their ovary have to decompose and then their seed become exposed to environment. But these plant when they become ripe, their seeds, this pod will open and seed will fall on the earth. And syncarpous term ovary is for used to those which are compound. The next one is phylloral formula. You will see that phylloral formula is here the sign. This sign indicate the actinomorphic. It means the regular flower. It means there's symmetry. There's a symmetry. It shows symmetry. Flowers can be divided into the equal halves from any angle, and this indicate the bisexual. It is male and female part are present. This is known as the calyx. The term used for the sepal. We have discussed that they are the five sepal, but they're united. This bracket, small bracket, shows that they are the combined, they united one another. This shows the petals. This shows the corolla. Number of the petals are the five, but they are fused and tubular. We already discussed. And this A shows the androecium male parts. How many number of there? The five. They are the free. And G shows the gynoecium. They are the two compound pistil we have discussed. And this lower bar indicate that the ovary is superior and the flower is hypogynous. Now this sign indicate that the stamens are attached with the petals. Stamens are attached with the petals, so it means these are the epipetalous. The word used for this sign is epipetalous. It means stamens are fused or connected with the petals. You see the economic importance. The main source of the food is like the potato, brinjal, red, green chili, tomato, and medicinally it is also important because we obtain these drugs atropine, deuterine for the medicine purpose, and for the ornamental we use for the decoration. This family is also important to decorate, like the petunia, nicotiana, solanum. You will see here this is a nicotiana plant flowers and they are so beautiful. They are used for the decoration. Petunia also used. These are ornamental plants. Okay, so these all are the vegetative characters of this family, and I hope that you'll understand this one. Thank you. Have a good day.